What is up, guys? It's Brandon. I'm back with another accounting video today. I know it's been a while since I made my last upload, but just been busy with the holidays. Hopefully once the new year comes around, I'll be able to bring out some more accounting videos, CPA exam videos. But yeah, today my topic is going to be on what the daily life is of just being an accountant in the government. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I work a 980 schedule, which means that I pretty much have every other Friday off. So pretty much just say the first week I work 4 9-hour days, Monday to Thursday, and then my Friday is going to be an 8-hour day. And then my second week, I pretty much work 4 9-hour days, and then I get that Friday off. So it's pretty cool in terms of that. The government has flexible schedules where you're able to do, the standard 5 days a week schedule, or you can do the 980 like me and get either every other Friday off or every other Monday off. So it really just depends to your preference, but that's very cool in terms of, I guess, a benefit that you could get from working at the government. And also, since COVID started, I'm pretty much mostly work from home. I do have to go to the office 1 day a week, but for the most part, the government pretty much has all of the workers pretty much work from home. So unless you need to be in the office for whatever reason, like sometimes in my case, I do have to make deposits for checks. That's the reason that I would have to go to the office, because you can't do that at home. But for the most part, if you are able to work at home, the government pretty much has you working from home. So I know that there are some agencies that even before COVID would let you work from home, which is definitely a big benefit because it saves time in terms of commute, driving. For me, for example, I live pretty far from my office, which means that I pretty much had to drive an hour, 15 minutes every single morning and back. So right now, because of COVID, I'm pretty much saving so much money in gas and also just time and energy pretty much. So if I was starting basically from when I wake up on a normal, normal before COVID, I would pretty much have to wake up at 5 in the morning every day, because I would start at 7 in the morning and my commute is pretty far. So it was definitely a challenge in terms of just figuring out how to balance everything, because I would have to sleep earlier than I used to. And that was definitely a big change because, at least in my department, for some reason, I believe it is because there are 9-hour days instead of the normal 8 hours. A lot of the people can start very early, like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. So that was something that was definitely different from when I worked in private. So I guess I'll just kind of go through exactly what I do in terms of my daily life in the office. So pretty much it really just varies at the time of the year, but for example, right now it's pretty much year end, so it's kind of getting busy in terms of some of the tasks that we have to complete. So pretty much once January 1st starts, I'm definitely going to be busy doing loan confirmations, audit confirmations. So pretty much what that means is that auditors are going to be auditing a lot of the clients of the government. So they're going to be emailing us or asking us to do confirmations for certain loans that people have gotten from the government. So basically, we have to make sure that what the borrower is reporting on their financial statements is true to what they actually owe the city, kind of thing. So it's kind of just making sure that the borrower isn't doing any fraudulent activity on their financial statements. So that's definitely a big thing that's coming up for us. So there's a busy season of pretty much, I guess I would say January till April, where we pretty much are focusing on doing all these confirmations for the auditors. For me specifically, I also work with asset management. So pretty much, you just have to make adjustments, or depending on what the issue is, you have to work with other departments within the government so that they can make changes, because of, I guess it's separation of duties, kind of. You can't change some stuff within the system without asset management's approval. So that's another thing. I guess you kind of do work with auditors a little bit, and then you also work with asset management a little bit. But most of the time it's just emailing. You're never really like face to face with anybody in terms of my experience. So a lot of it is pretty much just at your desk. Another one of my daily tasks is just entering payments. So pretty much we either receive physical checks, or we have to receive wire transfers. So yeah, you just are pretty much in charge of entering the payments, and then you have to determine which funds the payments have to go to. So different projects have different funds within the government. So you pretty much have to allocate the money so that everything is going to the right place. And then you also have to enter all the payments in the accounting system and just make sure that everything is correct. So that's another big thing that I work on a daily basis. You also have to make adjustments. You have to do a write-off. So, there's different things that you could be doing. It really just depends on the time of the year because, like, for example, right now, a lot of the things that are happening are in terms of the audits that are going to be happening to our borrowers. So I guess the last major task that I have throughout the year is definitely doing some financial statement analysis. So pretty much once all the audit confirmations are sent out and completed, the auditors will then send the city the pretty much the audited financial statements for each of the borrowers. And it's my job to pretty much go through the financial statements, go through the income statement, go through the cash flow statement, and pretty much analyze. I guess in terms of the borrower's profit. So, and then the city basically gets a percentage of the borrower's profit. So I pretty much have to calculate how much the borrower owes the city. And that pretty much goes on for the rest of the year until pretty much the next fiscal year. So in terms of my tasks, those are the big three tasks that I pretty much have to do throughout the year. Yeah, there is like a busier season in the government. I guess when the audit confirmations are needed to be done, and then when you're receiving financial statements. But you still are working your normal 40 hours a week, so it's really just a busier season, not really like a busy season like in public accounting. So that's pretty much what you can expect when you do go into government, depending on what agency you're in. But in terms of my experience, yeah, I still haven't worked any more overtime from my last video. So pretty much, I'm assuming that that's pretty much a standard in terms of a government accountant. And that's pretty much a breakdown of what it's like to work in the government. I pretty much, have the standard 40-hour work week, pretty much no overtime. Even if it is in the busier seasons, you still have pretty much no overtime and you get to go home at 4:30 every single day. So it's pretty cool in terms of your work-life balance is pretty much legit in the government compared to if you were in public accounting and you're working 80-hour weeks. So it's definitely something to look at if you are trying to, just look for a very stable job. In accounting, I definitely recommend looking at government positions because you do get good benefits and you do get that good work-life balance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to kind of explain exactly what I do as a government accountant. Hopefully I can put out some more content relating to the CPA exam and just accounting in general. Hope you guys keep enjoying this content. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment any questions or video ideas down below. And I guess I will catch you guys next time.